Hey guys, Novaexplosion, welcome back to more Tales of Vesperia NG+. We are loading up Helior here. It's final dungeon time. We gotta go to Tarqaron and go deal with that. If the game wants to load. Before that, we're gonna do Ready for Final Battle Women version.
Is fighting really the only option with Duke?
Well, if he's in Tarqaron, then I think we'll have to.
My mind's already made up. If only we can defeat the Autophagos with the spirits before he completes the formula.
Do you think you'll just let that happen?
As long as he's sacrificing people to achieve his aims at Tarqaron, we have to stop him.
What's eating you, Estelle?
Are you that conflicted about fighting him? Yes, but we won't win if we go in with doubts.
Oh, I don't know. If doubting is part of your nature, you should trust that nature in battle.
What? Well said, Judith. Maybe that's the right approach. We're not your typical band of heroes, after all.
You do what you can. You take the hits, but you don't lose. Sound about right?
I think that the more you fret, the brighter you'll shine, Estelle.
You're all so... Thank you.
Why are you having doubts though, Estelle? Probably just Estelle's nature. Anyway, we're just gonna hit up Tarqaron. We have a couple of other stuff to do, like we can do Gantos, we can go do Sword Dancer, but I want to finish the main story. And to finish the main story, we just have to go to Ospio. I want to finish the main story, and then we can just worry about everything in post-game. These are all... I should probably buy a few more pineapple gels. Where's Halur? Halur is like right near Ospio. Because as we saw in that cutscene, Ospio like became Tarqaron. We'll stop at Halur really quick and see if I can get these pineapple. I did not want to fight you. I think you're strong though, so maybe you'll give me a lot. Oh my word, these enemies. You know what? I'm gonna run. We fought these guys during the what's it called? The Lord of the Plains fight. Now loading. Alright, so let's get some pineapple gels and then we'll be on our way. Welcome, yada yada. Pineapple gels, please. I'm just gonna buy as many as I possibly can. It's the final boss after all. Or like the final dungeon. There's only 2 bosses in Tarqaron. So it's not too bad on that front. Definitely some of these. Thank you. Oh, we have another skit?
Man, Arnian's just getting better and better.
Indeed. A town born from the Empire and the guilds. I'm sure it'll be a wonderful city.
Though it's a shame it took a world crisis to get them to work together.
A global threat brings people together. That's irony for you.
I think that's all right, though. They're finally seeing eye to eye.
Right. And even if they need a crisis now, I'm sure one day it'll just come naturally.
Indeed. It would be a shame if this cooperation was only temporary. I hope we can return and ensure that it is lasting.
Me too.
We have to take care of the Autophagos first, though.
Okay, that's actually a really good shout out because I think at Arnie we can get one of Yuri's best arts. So before we go deal with Tarqaron, we should go get that. Alright, Yokai, welcome to the stream. How you guys doing? Let's go down over to Arnian real fast. It's not too far from Ospio, at least. Probably one of them was Flynn here, right? I'm gonna go check on the knights. Take care. Can they accompany me, Rapide? Rapide really likes Flynn, doesn't he? He's so lucky. Well, Rapide also thinks of Flynn as his owner. A long time ago, Flynn and I used to look after Rapide together. So how'd you and Flynn get to be such good friends with him? We just took care of him. One time Rapide got hurt really bad, and Flynn and I stayed up all night tending to his wounds, making sure he was okay. Is that maybe how Rapide got his scar? Yeah. Come to think of it, didn't you say that Rapide got his Blasty as a keepsake of his old owner? I wonder if his bloody Blasty has anything to do with the time he got hurt. Good question. Maybe Rapide's got a promise to keep to his old owner, and that's why he's acts so unfriendly all the time? Well, I guess it's better than just rolling over for an old schmuck that comes around. Are you ready? Yeah, everyone else looks like they're doing just fine. Repeats so calm, he looks so dignified, like he's prepared for just about anything. Well, he's about the same age as this old man over here. Oh, what, in dog years? Dogs just age with more grace, don't they? He's got a nihilistic air about him, such fascinating maturity. That's what they call hard-boiled, isn't it? What do you sigh him for? I just can't believe you're the same age. Only if you convert dog years into human years, in reality he's only about 4 years old. If you're that old, man, you're losing to a 4-year-old. No way, that's not what he meant. Ever wonder how dog years, like, actually work? And why it's like, why do you multiply it by 7? That mutt just laugh? What's that supposed to mean, huh? Maybe then think the more you talk, the less he thinks of you. I do not think this is for the art. Tough Hound. That was not for the art.
So, Yuri has a history too.
I'd like to know where all of you came from.
Where should I start?
We already know what you're gonna say, you big wuss.
Fine. Rita, then how about you?
I've done research in Aspia for a while.
Jeez, big shocker there. What about you, Judith?
Me? I lived in the town before I met Baul. Everybody called me a prim and proper little girl.
You gotta be kidding. Estelle, you grew up in the castle, right?
Yes, I spent all of my time in the castle reading books. I'm so jealous of all of you.
See? No surprises. Just like Rita's story.
Doesn't anyone want to ask old Raven? I might have some interesting tales to tell.
In your case, old man, I think I've got a pretty good idea what you'd say.
My past might spin you for a loop and have you falling head over heels for me. You don't know.
I can't say you've established a lot of credibility so far as stories are concerned, old man.
Don't be so cold. Come on, let me tell my story.
How do I get this art? I thought it was just when I entered Arnia. Maybe I had to leave because that repeat thing took over. I want this art. It's one of the best arts in the game. Let alone with Yuri. Okay, there we go. Let's go. Alright. You really have time to be lounging around. We can't afford to make any mistakes. We have to be careful. That doesn't sound like you, Yuri. Aren't you the one who's always acting irrational and reckless? I think you're thinking of yourself, Flynn. Still looking for the right finishing move. Yeah, okay, this is it. I slept so nicely. I tried shaking you and calling your name, but you wouldn't wake up. I thought you were gone, Rita. What a relief. Well, we must have been more tired than we thought. Are those two still at it? Yeah, they must be fighting with hardly a moment's rest ever since they started. They look like they're enjoying themselves, though. They've got some nerve. When are we gonna leave? It's stifling here. I'm gonna do some maintenance on Vesperia 1 or something. I'd say Rita's pretty similar, really. Yeah, Rita can just sacrifice sleep if she wanted to. That was... Yep, it looks like you got the hang of it. Yeah, thanks, man. Yuri Flynn. Oh, you finished? Yeah, sorry to keep you waiting. Alright, shall we go? Huh? Hold on, let me just rest up a bit. We don't have time to be lounging around. Alright, last one there's a rotten egg. Good luck out there. Leave it to me. I guess I'm a rotten egg then. Oh, it's so nice. I like that. It's so cool. Final Gale. Final Gale is awesome. An awesome art. I'm gonna slap that right here. I really use Draconian Slash. I'm gonna put Tiger Blade here, and then I'm gonna put Azure Storm here.
Onward to the very top of Tarqaron!
Oh, you're full of vim, Patty.
We're gonna need a whole lot of them to take down that giant Autophagos.
Just don't use it all up before we get there, okay?
And with the Autophagos gone, it will be the dawn of a new world. one without Blastia.
There's nothing to fear. Everyone will be able to move on even without Blastia. I'm sure of it.
You saw Yoder and the people from the guilds in Ornian, right? With them in charge, people will learn to live, even if there are problems along the way.
The possibilities are bigger than a blue whale.
I believe that.
Even without the Autophagos, there would be no future in sacrificing life after life like Duke did. And I intend to fight at your side to guarantee a better future, Yuri.
I'm counting on you.
Yeah, alright. We got Final Gale. There's also an altar art with it. And I googled what skills Rita needs. She needs Hellfire and Gale. She doesn't have Gale, so we have to work on getting Gale with her. Because I want Thunderblade. Which one of these is the shop? Fortune's Market. I want to see if we can get her Gale weapon, because then we can get Thunderblade and start learning it. Gale, 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 Gale. Spell End is insane now. It's good, but like I really want to see if we can get Gale. Okay, Gale, perfect green. Me, a perfect green. Perfect green. How do I get a perfect green? I can't just synthesize one? I'm gonna make Psychedelica. Oh, Burst Hold. Burst Hold's better than Spell End, I think. Okay. I don't know where to get a perfect green. I'm gonna Google it. Because we want Thunderblade. No Napolica. Yeah, it's been several months since Yuri was knocked out. I believe that. They don't tell you how long. But there's a skit in the game with Yuri's 22nd birthday, and we were talking about, like, Yuri's age. Yuri's 21, but he turns 22 in that skit. So it's been a few months after he woke up unconscious, and the game takes place over several months, probably. So the game doesn't really indicate any kind of time, so you can only go off like what the game gives you, like skits and stuff, and like logic, I guess. So you have to assume that Vesperia is within a few months. I know what you meant. I read your message. Honestly, end of Act 2 to Act 3 could be like as little as a month, if I had to guess. You don't know how many days, like in a Tales of game, you never know how long a journey, unless Graces. Graces, I think, is the one game you can actually, like, they actually are pretty, you can actually make a couple of estimates of how long the journey is, but you don't actually know, because, like, obviously you're resting at the inn, but you don't know what the game considers canon as, like, a day passing by. Super Shame 4 was here the whole time? Combo plus for Patty? Oh, you can choose. Get that for Patty. That's awesome. Man, I should have been buying these. Because these are like some really good skills I could have been getting. Jupiter. Oh, Aerial VL is really good. One world. We can make Thunderblade, or we can make Perfect Green Plus, and that gets us Thunderblade. Yeah. Rita, let's finish up Burst Guard first, though. Alright. And everyone else... Ah, you're special. I don't really care that much about getting, like, all the skills. I like the skill system in Vesperia, but it is really, like, time-consuming to get everything, and it takes a bit too long, where I don't want to bother with it. Alright, I think we're ready for Tarqaron, though. I'm gonna take you out of Cress's outfit. Honestly, just go in your normal outfit. I like your normal outfit. Plus, I don't think we've worn it all game. Anyway, I think it's hard to say how long the game's been, but the game gives you enough clues to, like, give you a rough estimate. I think Grace is like one of the Tales games that, like, it actually gives you a lot of hints and clues of estimating how long it's been. It was like you have, like, Lineage and Legacies, and they give you, like, enough context clues to infer, like, how long it took them to go through all the countries and then Foja.
Damn, this is huge.
It really feels like it reaches the sky.
And this thing was just sleeping in the ground near Ospio. I can't believe it.
That must be a life-absorbing formula expanding around it.
It looks that way. This isn't good. It looks like it came together pretty quickly.
So there's not much time left.
Perfect! People always heave-ho with a deadline looming over them.
That might be true, but it still puts us in hot water.
If it's absorbing life from everyone, that should affect us as well, but...
Estelle?
The spirits. They've swathed us in their power. So we should be fine as long as the spirit's power is greater than that formula.
Then we just need to run right to the top before that changes.
That'll exhaust us before we even face the Autophagos.
Can't we just get on Baul and fly up to the top?
I doubt it would affect Baul, but we probably couldn't take it.
You just don't want to climb up.
Of course not. Who do you think I am?
Sorry, old man, but it looks like we're walking.
Yay.
We must brace ourselves and press forward.
Yeah, don't let your guard down. Who knows what's waiting for us up ahead?
Yay! I love that. Good old Tarqaron. This place is awesome looking. Also got some amazing music once we get inside the dungeon proper. Thank you for the dark bottles, which I'm never gonna use. I'm gonna use the holy bottles, not the dark bottles. Yo, ancient civilization, this is Angela. This will lead us to a Lent.
The ancient civilization of Garaios. What must the people have been like who lived in an age that produced buildings like this?
Well, I'm no expert on their lives, but I have some ideas from the Blastia we've excavated. Except for the Autophagos, from a scientific perspective, their civilization was nearly perfect.
Their Blastia would have given them power equal to that of the Entelekea.
Oh yeah, otherwise the Entelekea would have wiped them out.
It's hard to believe that the people who were so scared of monsters, who locked themselves inside of a barrier, could have been so mighty.
People got too much power and destroyed what they built in the process. It's not that uncommon. But there's one part of their legacy we're still paying for.
Yep. They left behind the Autophagos for folks who came after them to deal with.
Maybe they didn't have a choice, but that doesn't make it right. You take responsibility.
We'll have to own up to whatever choices we make from now on, too.
That's right. If we're gonna make a world without Blastia, we gotta make sure it works.
We'll do a proper job with our own hands.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love seeing all these monsters in capsules. Ancient Tower Tarqaron.
How could all of this be kept underground for so long?
The reason so many Blastia were excavated from around Aspio must have been because this was here.
The ancient Garayo civilization. This is more amazing than anything in a book.
Something feels strange. I know this is a weapon, because he's gonna use it against the Autophagos. But from the outside, it looked like a city. Did they turn an entire city into a weapon?
Maybe they had to sacrifice such a huge city so they could stand a chance against the Autophagos.
This place is enormous. So many people must have lived here.
And now, one man is holed up in here to destroy every last person.
Duke. I'd rather not meet him if we don't have to. That soldier was already a hero in the Great War. Who knows how much stronger he's gotten since?
What are you talking about? We'll just kill the Autophagos before we fight Duke.
Then Duke won't have a reason to sacrifice humanity.
Make it sound so easy. All the music. It's so good. Check this out. This music is too.
Together now.
Yeah, together now? Alright. This dungeon isn't super long. I think we should be able to get through it fairly quickly. Oh, I put Tiger Blade up now. Yeah, there we go. Check this out. No, not that move. Final Gale, I freaking love it. It was so easy.
You look ready.
So do you.
Ooh, nice treat. The more treats and specifics we can get, the better. I think we have to like do something with the capsules. I don't fully remember what, to be honest, but we'll figure it out.